coming up next on this edition of In the City. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas as Cannonsburgh prepares for the drive-through Christmas lights. Also, a new proposed park off Veterans Parkway takes another step towards construction. Plus, the City Schools Foundation presents Murfreesboro City Schools with a grant check. And Murfreesboro Fire Marshal pull a man from a burning car, saving his life. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White. We traveled to Cannonsburgh Village where they are preparing for their annual free drive-through Christmas lights that keeps getting bigger and better every year.
We're doing the Christmas light setup for the Cannonsburgh drive-through. Anything gets wet, GFI trips, so I'm going around right now trying to make sure what is waterproofed, what needs to be more waterproofed, what made it through the night, and what needs more attention. Yeah, well, I've definitely learned that when they built this village back in 75, 76, they didn't put a lot of outlets in around the village. They weren't expecting to have this kind of volume of need of electricity. We're have to run extension cords across sidewalks, which is trip hazard, so we make sure to tape those down. Every year, learn something new, find a better way to do things. It's just it's a work in progress for sure. I mean, for a free Christmas light drive-through, we get a whole lot of compliments about how well it's done and how much effort they can tell has been put into it. They come from all over, not just Rutherford County, but Davidson, Williamson, Bedford. I mean, they come from far and wide. So we are happy to provide this for them, and we just want to keep it going and keep it looking good to keep them coming out every year. Same idea. You'll pull through the front, drive through the village, pull out the side. Yeah, everything's rearranged. We try to rearrange it every year. Don't try to have the same setup. Definitely more lights. We get more lights every year, which, it's just fun. It's something fun, exciting to add to the village. Big shout out, all the Parks and Rec pitches in, as well as the maintenance department. The firemen come over as well to help. So yeah, big thank you, big shout out to maintenance, Parks and Rec, all the part-time help here at Cannonsburgh. It's a team effort. And like you say, it takes a village to make all this work. So I do want to thank all of them. And we'd love for everyone to come out and enjoy it. So please come out, we'd love to see you.
So, make sure to check out for free the drive-through Christmas lights at Cannonsburgh Village, December 1st through the 17th on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. An area off of Veterans Parkway and Blackman Road has been designated for a new park. An engineering firm presents different park options to City Council for guidance.
Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation's newest proposed park is Veterans Park. It is proposed to be located at the corner of Blackman Road and Veterans Parkway near Interstate 840. The park's director explained to the City Council where they were in the process at the November 9th City Council workshop meeting.
After several months of really hard work, we're excited to update you on where we stand with the design for Veterans Park. We feel like the current layout that we have really is the best use for the property and really would be a nice asset to the park system. Today we're simply seeking your direction on how you'd like to see this project move forward.
The engineering company, Gresham Smith, also attended to explain the design of this proposed park.
We are super excited about this park and the opportunity that it presents for your city and your constituents. Over the last few months, we've been working directly with city staff and trying to identify program elements and a park direction and the look and the feel for the aesthetics within the park. So we're looking at obviously a centralized vehicular access that leads you into what we're considering kind of the heart or the core of the park. And located right there, we'll have active sports opportunity, a destination playground. We see some multi-purpose fields adjacent. One component of the park that I want to point out is that we do have various locations for pavilions kind of scattered throughout in different settings. There's also varying levels of a trail system throughout. There's paved trails We were sure to accommodate a 2.5K loop so that, if you wanted to have a 5K event out there, that's baked in pretty easily.
3 other options were proposed that wouldn't design the entire park to give the City Council more choices.
A big driver in all public projects is budget, right? So we wanted to look at a few different ways of how you could take this plan, carve it, dissect it, break it up into chunks that make sense for implementation, depending on what your target budget ends up being. So option 1 would be to pull some of those more remote features off, save a little bit of money. Maybe you're in the 5% range to cut costs on that. Option 2, we start to really dial back and maybe we focus just on the heavy, intense use of the property. We feel like this gets you more into the 15 to 20% savings. And then the final option would be, can we focus on just the core or the heart of the park that we were talking about earlier? So, and maybe this gets you down to the 30-ish% range.
City Council had questions and ultimately decided to move forward with designing the entire park.
Bottom line is that's going to be a gateway to our community on that side of town. And you got the hospital industry out there, and you're going to have people visiting that park. And we need to make sure we take advantage of it, because I think what we've learned from the past is we built something smaller, then we come back and had to add on, and the cost was triple to double about that time. So
Gresham Smith explained the next several steps in the process.
The very next step for us is we need to provide the city a full design proposal for that work. We would then approach the project doing a detailed design for the park with some phasing options with a much more detailed cost estimate. Once we have a cost in hand, we have a phasing plan in action, we need to produce construction documents, get that permitted, and then take that to bid, select a contractor, award the project, and then do construction. So we've got a lot of steps before we make this a full, complete project.
We'll make sure to keep you updated in the process as new cost estimates are come through. We'll move forward and try to get something in motion as soon as we can.
The City Schools Foundation distributed grants to Murfreesboro City school teachers. 45 grants given to 12 different schools. These grants are a helpful resource for teachers. The City Schools Foundation started in 2005 and has awarded over $1 million since its inception. On this day, they gave out over $100,000 to city school teachers.
We are so excited today to be here with our City Schools Foundation, which is a group of local community members, community leaders who exist solely for the purpose of raising money for our schools and giving back to our schools.
Oftentimes, teachers spend money from their own pockets. These grants help support innovative teaching practices and enhance the learning experience for students. After reviewing the grants that are submitted anonymously, teachers from 12 city schools were awarded 45 grants averaging around $2,300, with Salem Elementary receiving the most with 10 grants.
We are thrilled today. They're handing out over $107,000 worth of teacher grants that really help fund projects and initiatives that teachers want to do that go above what we consider traditional schooling subjects.
Among the recipients are the music teachers at Scales Elementary. They say this extra funding will bring exciting new technology in the classroom.
Music teachers here at Scales received 2 different grants. We received one called Mobile Melodies, which is for small portable keyboards that our students are able to use to learn piano skills, music literacy skills, and music creation skills. But it won't tie them to a seated desk. It makes it to where they can find a seat where they are most comfortable to explore the instrument.
The City Schools Foundation's commitment to investing in teachers and their projects, the grants not only provide financial support, but also serve as recognition of the hard work and dedication of the teachers.
Running schools are expensive, and our community is growing beyond belief. And to be able to be a music teacher in Murfreesboro, to have these resources to afford projects or materials that we're interested in using with the kids helps us feel supported. It empowers us to serve our community in a better way. And ultimately, it comes back to the kids. It gives the kids something better to work with. It gives them the tools they need to thrive.
The City Schools Foundation was created by volunteers from the community who wanted to supplement the resources available to the Murfreesboro City School System. We are so grateful for the heroic actions of the MFRD firefighters from Station 8 who pulled a man from a burning car on Saturday, October 2nd, ultimately saving his life.
I just appreciate what they did. That's about all I can say.
A message of gratitude.
I just want to thank the firefighters for saving my son's life.
A father's pride and joy, alive, thanks in part to the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department Station 8.
If they wouldn't have been located right here, he wouldn't be here today fighting for his life. He would be dead.
Eric Swain brought lunch and dessert. He says that's the least he could do to show his appreciation for the men who rescued his son, Jay.
And thank God you do. You know, 'cause without it, I would be one kid less. Yes.
Jay getting a chance to fight another day because of the quick work of the crew with MFRD Ladder 8. The team responded to a 5-car chain reaction crash on East Northfield Boulevard at Las Casas Pike and North Rutherford Boulevard on Saturday, October 28th, putting their safety aside, jumping into action to help another. Video of the fiery crash circulated on social media.
The fire was really intense. It was kind of in doubt if anybody could survive that fire the way it was going through the vehicle. And luckily enough, we got there in time to get the fire extinguished and get him taken out of the vehicle. Once we was able to get some smoke and fire cleared, we went ahead and we had to knock the window out. The patient was alert, moving around inside the vehicle.
Jay was safely pulled from the burning car. His family forever grateful.
If you met Jay, he's the kindest kid you ever met.
Overwhelmed with emotion, knowing his son has a long road to recovery before getting back to being that gentle giant.
Jay is what you'd call the true bear. And, you know, Jay's 6'6", big kid. I probably wouldn't know anybody who never liked Jay.
Fire Chief Mark McCluskey stressing the preparation the men and women of his department do every day is a big reason for the positive outcome.
And their efforts at training paid off this weekend, which give this young man another chance at life.
Captain Kenny McFarland, firefighter David Farrell, firefighter Shane Tom, and engineer Justin McCraven, reflecting the true definition of sacrifice.
But if you're a Christian, there's no greater honor than give your life for another person's life. And the Bible teaches you that.
For CityTV.
He's a tough kid, a stubborn kid, and he's a Christian. He wants to live.
I'm Larry Flowers.
The Murfreesboro Police Department provides some common sense shopping tips to keep you and your belongings safe this time of year.
The Murfreesboro Police Department would like to offer you some simple shopping tips to keep your holidays happy and safe. While you're out shopping, we recommend you lock your car at all times. Never leave packages in plain view where people can see them. Always lock them in the trunk. Don't leave your purses unattended in your vehicles or your shopping carts. Always park in well-lit areas. Please pay attention to your surroundings and not your phone when you're going to and from your car. And take a friend or a family member with you. For your online shopping safety tips, we recommend you only purchase from reputable and secure online stores. Use a credit card or PayPal instead of a bank draft or debit card for all online purchases. Avoid the too good to be true sales. Use only secure connections and never a public connection. If you have to create an account, use a unique password consisting of a letter, numbers, and a special character. And always check the company's shipping terms to avoid exorbitant shipping costs. To help avoid package delivery theft, be able to track your packages, require a signature for delivery, have packages delivered when you are home, ask a neighbor you trust to get your packages while you're away, consider in-store pickups, use a porch lock box, leave instructions on where to conceal the packages, and if possible have security cameras installed. If you're traveling this holiday season, make sure you lock all your doors and windows, leave some lights on or put them on timers,
Don't leave gifts out in plain sight where they can be seen through windows. Have a family member or neighbor check on your residence, and stop your mail through the U.S. Postal Service and the newspaper. For more information, you can contact me or you can contact our non-emergency line. And from all of us at the Murfreesboro Police Department, we wish you a happy and safe holiday.
The City of Murfreesboro has partnered with More Trees Borough to make Murfreesboro greener. This was celebrated at an Arbor Day celebration at Discovery School.
More Trees Borough, an environmental conservation organization, and the City of Murfreesboro have partnered to work with the national organization Tree City USA to promote tree planting in Murfreesboro. They recently hosted a tree planting project at Murfreesboro City Schools Discovery School.
One of the things that we really prioritize and value in Murfreesboro State is our community partnerships, because we know we make not just our schools better, but we make our community better, and this is a great example of that.
This is the first of many things that we will do on this campus to continue building out and integrating what you learn every day in your classrooms into the beautiful nature and environment that we have here.
Thank you to Dr. Bullard for inviting us here to pilot our first education programming through More Trees Borough to learn a lot more about the wonderful things, the incredible services that trees can provide for our community.
Murfreesboro City Arborist read a proclamation from Mayor Shane McFarland for this special day.
Therefore, Shane McFarland, the Mayor of the City of Murfreesboro, on behalf of the entire City Council, proclaims November 3rd, 2023 as Arbor Day.
Today we're planting 6 trees, 2 poplars, 2 overcup oaks, and a redbud. And we're looking forward to in the future continuing to plant some trees at some schools or even continue with Discovery School. Yeah, we're trying to add to the city's urban forest, especially with how big the city's growing over the past few years. We've lost a little bit of canopy, so due to development and stuff. So anywhere that we can find some space to plant some trees or whatnot, we're all in for it. We love getting the kids out here. Seeing all the big trucks and equipment always gets them excited, but more importantly, we like educating them about the importance of trees and all the benefits that trees have to our communities.
Our students absolutely love anything that relates to outdoor learning, whether they are out here on the track, they're in the garden beds. They really enjoy it. It really makes the learning experience come to life. So being outside today, seeing the trees being planted, seeing the equipment and getting to be a part of that really is going to be something that's a memorable experience and something they can connect back to in future learning.
We want to protect the urban canopy because we're losing it at a rapid rate. So we're promoting planting new trees, preserving old trees. Eventually we'd like to work with codes and to protect mature trees from being cut unnecessarily.
So Arbor Day and this celebration is really the kickoff to a great partnership with Murfreesboro City so that we can continue adding trees to our landscape. We need them as part of our built landscape.
St. Clair Senior Center hosts a Veterans Pancake Breakfast honoring the brave seniors who have served our country. The yearly event that brings together generations, St. Clair Senior Center hosts a Veterans Pancake Breakfast honoring the brave seniors who have served our country. This breakfast aims to recognize and express gratitude to the veterans for their selfless contributions and sacrifices.
We love to honor our veterans any chance that we get, and today is just a perfect opportunity to invite them, their families to come in, and where they served us and gave of themselves, we wanted to give back to them.
The Senior Center, known for its commitment to providing a supportive and engaging environment, as one of its members shares his story of being in the Korean War when he was just 21 years old.
I was in the Air Force. I was stationed in here in Smyrna, and what we did was we had a crew of 6 of us that went over to Korea right at the very beginning when it started to set up teletype for the headquarters that we're putting around. There was 35 headquarters.
As the veterans enjoyed their meals served by St. Clair staff, members from the Murfreesboro Symphony played patriotic music. This breakfast not only served as a way to honor these individuals, it allows them to interact with others and allows the community to gain a deeper understanding of the sacrifices made by those who served.
It takes a community to support these veterans, and still to this day, you know, with the Veterans Home right down the street and the VA, we just love doing partnerships with them. So we try to do as much as we can for the veterans to show them that we care.
This event is a reminder of the importance of honoring the contributions of our seniors, especially those who dedicated their lives to serving our country. Replacement of some nuisance trees has started around the public square by Murfreesboro's Urban Environmental Division of the Street Department. The City of Murfreesboro Street Department has started removing female ginkgo trees along East Main Street in the historic downtown business district. The ginkgo trees will be replaced with native black gum trees, one of the best honey-producing trees in the world. Fruit from the female ginkgo trees produce a very foul odor and causes slip hazards. After the ginkgo trees are removed, all stumps will be extracted and 2-inch caliper black gum trees installed. Over the last 7 to 8 years, Urban Environmental and the Street Department have injected the ginkgo trees with a plant growth regulator to try to eliminate the fruit that the trees produce, but it has far from eliminated the fruit, said Public Works Executive Director Raymond Hillis. The black gum trees will provide attractive fall colors and establish some diversity in our urban forest in the downtown area, said Carson Elder, City Arborist for the Street Department. In past years, Urban Environmental, which is now part of the Street Department, began a phasing tree replacement program in the historic downtown business district, including removal of some honey locust trees. The trees were replaced by Natchez crepe myrtles. The program also included planting of lacebark elm trees. Previously, bosque elm trees were selected as the canopy tree to replace the Hawka honey locust. The bosque exhibited incredible heat and drought tolerance and does very well as a street tree in narrow or restricted planting areas. The Street Department has been careful to select tree species that are resistant to several diseases affecting existing trees. The Street Department continues to manage and preserve the city's tree canopy to maximize the environmental and economic benefits the urban forest provides. The Murfreesboro Police Department is taking the final steps towards the completion of a new real-time crime center.
The City of Murfreesboro is investing in new crime-fighting technology to keep our community safe.
This here will be the Murfreesboro Police Department Real-Time Crime Center.
MPD is taking the final steps toward the completion of a real-time crime center.
We've got 3 workstations here that we'll be using.
The center will feature 2 upgraded technologies, automatic license plate readers or ALPRs, and public safety cameras. The department is also pursuing the addition of gunshot detection equipment with grant funding available through Governor Lee's Violent Crime Intervention Fund.
The overall benefit of the Real-Time Crime Center is going to be the safety of the citizens, the safety of our officers, and the solvability of our crimes throughout the city to make our city a safer place.
ALPRs have recently been installed on some city streets, with plans to add additional ones through state grant funding. The state grant requires those ALPRs to be placed on state routes like Highway 231 and Highway 96.
To help identify vehicles that may be entered into our national crime database that can be accessed from any agency across the country. That can include missing persons, missing juveniles, silver alerts, amber alerts, stolen vehicles, stolen plates, anything of that nature.
The ALPR scan license plates of passing vehicles and alert the department of any matches to stolen vehicles or those associated with crime. Although the Real-Time Crime Center is not fully operational, the technology is already paying off with a license plate alert on a car involved in an armed robbery, just hours after the cameras were installed.
These LPRs have already been proven to be beneficial. Not even 12 hours after our system had launched, we were actually able to help solve an armed robbery that had happened the day prior.
The automatic license plate reader technology even helped safely locate a missing elderly woman.
This LPR system also helped locate a silver alert, a woman who was put out across the state of Tennessee by the TVI. We were able to get a hit off of our LPR system, and we were able to locate that vehicle.
Okay. And she was safely found?
She was safely found.
This is going to be one of our public safety cameras. We are currently working with a vendor to get them installed.
Public safety cameras will be primarily placed around the city based upon violent crime trends. The city currently has 17 cameras, which can be relocated in the future as those crime trends change.
So this will be mounted kind of on the bottom of this box here. You see it's a multi-sensor, multi-directional camera.
MPD began establishing plans for a real-time crime center in FY22. Neighborhood meetings were held in June of 2022 to specifically talk about the placement of the public safety camera units.
So this will be our monitor wall. We'll have at least 3 monitors that we're going to put up here.
Another proposed component of the real-time crime center is gunshot detection technology. The system uses acoustic sensors to detect and locate gunshots in real time. This will allow police to respond quickly to shootings, identify suspects, and potentially save lives.
As soon as a shot is heard in the area, that has a technology where it can pick up and decipher a gunshot, and with that, the officers will get an instant alert as well as dispatch, and it'll increase our response times just in case anyone is injured or to help catch any suspects in the area.
As with any use of technology, privacy concerns exist. MPD is committed to using the technology for addressing issues of crime, while also respecting the privacy of those within our community. The ultimate goal of the Real-Time Crime Center is to obtain new systems with up-to-date technology and enhance crime-solving efforts across the city. For Behind the Badge, I'm Larry Flowers.
For more great Murfreesboro Police Department programming, check out Behind the Badge on the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube and Facebook pages. We are excited that we have partnered with PAWS of Rutherford County to bring you the Pet of the Month. This time we bring you 2 pets for December. This month's pets are Kai and Bo. What's better than 1 black lab? A bonded pair. The twins do not want to leave each other's side, doing whatever they can to stay together. Because of this, PAWS asks that they are adopted together in a home prepared to provide much playtime. Kai and Bo came into the shelter as strays, and PAWS doesn't know much of their history. What they tell us is they are friendly as can be with energy that is unmatched. Both boys are heartworm negative, vaccinated, and neutered. Prepare for boatloads of love with these 2. For more information about Kai and Bo or other dogs and cats available for adoption, contact PAWS at 615-898-7740 or email them at paws@rutherfordcountytn.gov. Murfreesboro City Schools enjoyed their annual Education Day with MTSU's Lady Raiders. 4,000 students from all city schools get a field trip to watch MTSU's women's basketball team play at Murphy Center. Students were able to witness the basketball program's 1,000th win. Students, teachers, and administrators go on the court at halftime for different fun competitions. City property taxes are due December 31st. Since the tax office will be closed on December 31st, 2023, payment can be made on or before January 2nd, 2024 without incurring interest charges. If you have any questions regarding how to pay your city property tax bill, please call the Finance Tax Department at City Hall, 615-893-5210. Just a reminder, Murfreesboro City Hall will be closed Monday and Tuesday, December 25th and 26th in observance of the Christmas holiday. City Hall will also be closed Monday, January 1st, 2024 in observance of the New Year's holiday. For a complete list of city facility holiday closings, please visit www.murfreesborotn.gov. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. We want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.